alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Moving right along, and they're currently tied for first in the standings with Lydia Ko.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required.
From around 140 yards here. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
Going with the 6-iron here. Good shot there. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Job done. Let's head to the next. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Let's return to live play now. And they'll tap this in for birdie. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under.
A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place, with Xander Schauffele in second.
Opting for the 5-wood. This one's going right at the pin here. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the 7th. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. And that putt will drop and he'll extend his lead. And that will take him to 6 under. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one.
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Get excited. This could go in.
A bit too much pace on that one.
3 feet to go here to the hole. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. That's frustrating.
Putting for a par now.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Well played, mate. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
This is on a stupendous line.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Well, this should find the short grass. Water becomes a real feature here in the final 9 holes of TPC Scottsdale. Here we are exposed to it at 11.
Second shot at 11 is very difficult. Water hugging the left-hand side. The bunker fronting the green is no fun. The one in the back part of the green is no fun. Anything out to the right is just fine.
He's currently sitting. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for round of action. We'll now move over to
for birdie here.
And after that hole, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard with Xander Schauffele in second. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
A thing of beauty. Second shot here on their 13th hole. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
It's just about 3 feet away.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot here on the 14th. Well, this one's right at the pin. And he's holed it. What a shot.
Can you believe this? This is right out of fantasy land. Holing out from that distance. What a shot.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Currently 12 under for the event. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the play, shall we? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Looking really good. The putt drops and it's 14 under par heading down the stretch.
Ooh, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole, par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green and a chorus of boos will ring out. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
This is a good chance. Well done. Take the birdie.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. And a quality shot that.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
Luke, that was the performance of a lifetime. Hats off. They dominated in every facet of the game. Never let their foot up off the gas.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Oh, just missed. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Better than most.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it.
Putting for a par here. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Currently 1 under for the round. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. This one's looking good.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And after that hole, leading Justin Thomas by 2 strokes. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par. Looks good off the blade. Solid par putt, that. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's sitting there just in third place.
Okay, let's get back to the action. 12 feet to the cup coming up. Go on, get in the hole. Oh, what a super shot. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4, playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
A chance to move to 5 under par. Okay, steady now. Par putt coming up here. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Well, that is cranked right out there. Can it get onto the surface? Second shot here on the 10th hole. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And here we are with the third shot. Well struck. 9 feet to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
That'll sting a bit. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Well done.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially.
And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here on the 13th. Going with the 5-iron here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? That was a gallant attempt. That's disappointing. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This for par.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. Hey, nice looking line. Putting for par. Okay, let's head to the next.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. He sits in first position. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Going with the 7.
That's not the shot they're after.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
It's on a great line. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently in 4th place.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. And this putt will take them to 5 under. Ooh, right by the hole. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, almost went in. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
This putt for him to win the event.
This one has eyes for the hole. It was on a good line. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.